wanted to cut out a template so I can shape the board tomorrow. And I used my Hawaii that I have here. This board is built in '76, I believe. Got it from a good friend of mine, Guy Camilleri. But anyway, I came down just past the halfway mark and measured this total distance to be 10.5. You know, so then I folded it in half and marked it. And I measured the tail of the board. This was about 8 inches, so this would be about 4 inches. And I laid it out, and I went from the nose of the board to the widest point, and I drew a pencil line on that. Then I went from the widest point to the far side of the back of the board. Then I cut out along the edge of the pencil line, folded it in half, drew the pencil line again, and then I cut the other side out. And that's the shape I'm going with. That's kind of the tail I'm going with, something nice, easy, and not too much trouble to build. And I took the finished template, laid it out on top of my material I'm building Dana's board out of, and just laid it on. Got to figure out the angle of the board, the lift, the whatever you want to call it, the arc. So basically, I noticed that the board is pretty much flat all the way up to about the widest spot on the board, and then it tapers up to the nose. So I went ahead and measured on my cardboard. This is the thickness of my board that I already have over here. And you could probably use anything, and probably a lot of stuff better than a coaxial cable, but I want something that gets a kind of an angle on it. So I'm going to take my mid spot here, where the thickness of the board, and take it up to my line. Don't need that. That's what I need right here. Well, that's it. That's the rocker. Time to cut the surfboard out. Rough cut, now I gotta do the edge. Well, I got the rough shape of it routed out, and I'm going to do the bottom now. The nose, you can see the pencil line. It goes from way up here over to about there, and there's a little bit at the back where it kind of goes up just a little bit, tapers out down to nothing about there. So I'm going to route those, and then I can go ahead and take a planer and see what I can do. Well, I got it routed about how I want it, and now I'm going to take a planer and kind of, take it down to the line that I drew on the side here. I should probably use a magic marker, something I could see a little bit better, and I think I will, because this pencil's awful light. But anyway, it kind of looks kind of funky now, but I'm hoping real soon it starts to look like a surfboard. It's got most of the basic shape. Now I got to take the rails down. I got to bring it up on the bottom and down on the top. Now I drilled all the ones I can on this one with this bit, but instead of changing it now, I'm going to go ahead and drill the other ones in this so they all match up, and then I'm going to switch with a smaller one so I can go deeper and I can also go in some of the other sides.